Welcome back to another episode of Above the Influence Show. The show where we try to better ourselves, you know. We used to be under, now we're above the influence. We've got our newest host.
Ian.
He's like kind of a host. He's trying out right now. He's doing a good job. We got...
Hello.
That's Vit. I'm Wootak, and today, for many of you OG fans, we've got a familiar face. What's his name?
Eddie.
Eddie.
Woo!
What's going on?
Holy
This guy's delirious.
Oh.
Are you good over there, box man?
I just want to let the audience know I woke up too early today. I woke up at 10 a.m. Never
That's the
again.
earliest he's ever woken up in his life.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today we asked Eddie to come in. You know why? Because he has a recent life event that I think, especially for the topics we talk about, especially because that's our boy, is just really relevant to our audience. At a time of the year where most people, you know, they're cuffing. They're entering cuffing season.
That's crazy.
This man decided he wants to be back on the streets.
No, whoa.
And he's going through a breakup.
Actually, he got back on the streets right before cuffing season, so maybe he's trying to like sneak a new one in there before the deadline, or like
No.
I was just kidding, but Eddie's going through a breakup. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, no, not yay. Boo.
Oh.
So today's episode will be about breakups. But before that,
She broke. You're up.
hype.
anyways, before we do all that, make sure you like this video. Like that video right now. I don't even give a if you don't like this video yet. Like that video right now, because you know why? If you're watching this video this quickly, that means you like us. If you want to like us and support us, please like that video. It helps us out a lot. Fill the comment section with your name. I want to see you say hi, Wootak. Say hi, Ian. Comment on Vit's fit today. Right? Like, comment on Eddie's fit today. Eddie came dripping today. Right? Eddie looked good. You know, so maybe be like, I miss you, Eddie. You know, you like my shirt? I don't whip this one out that often. It's from Bode. But yeah, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all the good things. We always forget to say that until the very end. So today I remembered.
Yo.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Also,
yeah.
Fourth Wall. Every week we post Fourth Wall content. What Fourth Wall is? It's our bonus content platform. Unfortunately, we were posting all the old UTI episodes over there, but a certain man who runs a certain seltzer company who absolutely despises you guys, doesn't want you to see any of the good content. He has no reason to. I own 30% of the LLC that owns the content. He issued a takedown, and our bonus content platform just by law had to take it down unless I was able to submit paperwork. I don't have that paperwork. I don't have the time. I don't want to hire lawyers. So yeah, he is actively trying to us as bad as he can at every chance he gets. So remember, do not drink hard seltzers that falsely claim they don't have a weird aftertaste, because that shit tastes like ass. It does have a weird aftertaste. Anyways, moving on. That seltzer. But anyways, moving on. You will be able to see bonus content every week from us. We plan bonus episodes, bonus content once a week. Maybe one day we'll figure out how to upload the UTI content, but not today. So, yeah. Sad. Anyways, Eddie, how you been?
I'm all right. Working, you know.
You working with me again?
Yeah.
What are you doing for me?
Making what was it like?
He's a face creator for us for ads. He's like an affiliate. He's
affiliate ad content.
Yeah.
For Super Bonsai.
Yes, sir. You know, I offered that job to Vic. He didn't give. He was broke, and he would rather just be poor than not do that job.
That's not what it was. I believe in Super Bonsai so much, they didn't need my help. I believe in myself so much, I didn't want to do it. I don't go through life doing shit I don't want to do. You gotta sit there and read scripts and shit. That's not my strength, and I realize that. I'm better on my feet. That's what it was.
Bro, I was like, I'd rather just do nothing.
He said, I'd rather be poor. Anyways. Well, tell us about this, man. You broke up with your shorty?
Yeah.
Low-key, the last time the audience has seen you, I think it was
low-key.
literally you and her on an episode, right?
Yeah. It seems like every time I have an episode, it's always like related to something like to a relationship. Because the first one was basically also about a breakup.
The first one ever?
Like the first one I ever like hosted.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, the one that you hosted when you were on the producer camera side.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then the next time was
But that's the one you planned, right? You planned that episode?
I planned that one. And then actually no, and then I had another episode. Yeah, I think that was more about like traveling or whatever. But yeah, it was definitely like I'd say I was resistant. It was a breakup that she initiated. It was definitely not like the best point of the relationship. And
Wait. A breakup that she initiated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we kind of like still were together, but not that weird limbo state, you know? And
Are you talking about the first round of breaking up?
yeah, I mean, we've broken up like a few times
Yeah.
you know, throughout the relationship.
You're talking about the breakup that I'm thinking about when we had to hang out after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually just came to a point where like I wasn't in the best mind space. Unrelated to her, you know, had family stuff going on and like I had a bunch of other things that were just piling up. And I just realized like I was taking a lot from her. A lot of like time, energy and stuff that she should be like probably like investing into her career.
Making her feel small,
Yes.
objectifying her.
Word. Bro is definitely writing that out.
Yeah, wait, hold on. For the audience to understand some context, Eddie uploaded this video as soon as he broke up with his girlfriend.
Not as soon.
Okay, hold on. Break. Play the video.
All the women I have ever objectified or made feel small, I am sorry. Though it's not my fault that my immigrant parents did not know how to raise an emotionally mature man, I now know it's my responsibility to become one. That way I can leave behind way more love rather than pain. I'm frustrated that it took me so long to realize this. That at 30, I'm finally beginning to understand how to treat others. Learning what it means to be a leader. Cultivating an environment where my partner feels most safe and taken care of. Establishing my boundaries without being cold. Listening completely before I begin to think about how I want to respond. And I don't need to hide behind the frail sense of ego-backed confidence anymore. I'm building a new foundation now. And I'm so grateful I've woken up.
That's the video.
So that was the reference.
That was a reference.
I liked it.
Yes. Thank you.
Did you really?
Super gay, but I
So
still liked it.
All good. To me.
that was the gayest shit I ever seen.
Thank you.
I have a question.
What's
Who
up?
was the intended audience for that? Like, was it women? Or was it like
no, it was more, I guess, like more for me than anything else. Kind of setting the tone of like, if I'm like, all right, if I do this, I know Wootak is gonna make fun of me. I know he's gonna roast me.
I will never let you live that video down.
I don't give it.
I will bring that up till at your wedding. I'm gonna play that video on the screen.
Oh,
If
good.
if you have me write a best man speech or any type of speech that I can give, just understand what's going on that projector.
All good, because either way, it was me. It's
so it's like a journal entry almost.
I guess so, yeah. I mean, I kind of want to make like short films. I want to do a lot of like, essentially what I would write in a journal, I would talk to myself about. I kind of want to just put it out. So that was like the first thing.
So was that the first thing that you did to cope with your breakup?
No, there was a lot. I did a lot more practical stuff aside from that. That was just more of like the creative, like inside me. That was like, all right, I need to get something out, and it made me feel a lot better.
Is that close enough?
No.
Hold
yeah.
like this.
No. Hold it like this or like this because I don't want you to do this.
What do you want me to do? Like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then walk us through step by step. You break up with Shorty. You broke up with her this final time.
It was a mutual. It was like I suggested it, and I think she was a little reluctant, but I think she knows probably like it was for the best because like she's in a point of her career where like she really needs to invest her time and focus on that, and like.
And just to give people some context, so Eddie's now ex-girlfriend went through a lot of health troubles that put her very behind in the career, which is what, dance, right?
Dance, yeah.
In dance, which was very talented in. So she's finally getting back on her feet, getting opportunities. But Eddie's going through personal troubles, which, in my opinion, you'd want it. Like, you love this girl.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
So I would want the person I love. You know what I mean? Like, that's the point of partnership, right?
Yeah.
Is that in life is hard, and that when you go through it, having somebody there for you makes it a little bit easier to go through, right?
Yeah.
But Eddie's take was, I don't want to hold her back at this point of, I guess, like inflection for her career, right? Especially from somebody who's like catching up, coming back from like all this hardship, So Eddie's like, I don't want my own hardship to be her next struggle.
Yeah.
And he's like, let me take myself out the equation.
Yeah.
I'm summing it up good
Yeah,
with context, right?
That's pretty on point, yeah.
So my take then, right, is like, and my question to you and for everyone is like, are you laughing back there, bro? Stupid reason. What are you laughing at?
It's probably like the
You
fact
evil man.
No, not that. This is why I hid my laughter. My left arm started itching, so I went to scratch it. I can't reach it because
you can't fucking. That was funny.
This is the dumbest. He needed to change of clothes, so he just wore Ian's Halloween costume. All right.
Continue.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I would think that I'd want my partner there to help me through that. No?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just think that it's great if you have your partner. There is like a such thing as like you can heal within a relationship, but I just think that where she's at, like she doesn't have much time, like of like where her body's at right now, and like how long she can stay in like her prime. And it just makes most sense that like she would focus solely on that, so that like I also have time to kind of refocus and recenter myself. A lot of it is also like, I think there was a lot of codependence on my end with her. Like I was depending a lot on her, and like that's not really fair to ask. I think I like if you truly love someone, you do an open-handed love, something that like we're all Christian here, like at least I don't know.
At least.
But yeah, like I just believe in an open-handed love. Obviously it's very difficult, it's very hard, but it's like I want the best for this person regardless if it's with me or not. So yeah, and also it's just like I feel like it just creates a lot of unnecessary stress. I'd rather like let her go, let her do her thing, and then if she comes back, I know that she comes back at her own free will, not because she felt guilty to stay,
And she knows that like the door's open.
Yeah, I kind of just said, I think it's best if we focus on whatever we need to focus on, and then like let God happen, So
Okay, so in a breakup like that, right? Do you still talk every day? Like
at first, yes. There's always the residuals of like
how
talking.
many weeks has it been since you've been broken up, by the way?
I don't even know, man. Like I haven't
month?
really. Like yeah, we were broken up, but like we were still like at the point living together, and then she moved out, I moved out, still talked, and then just recently I basically suggested to her, like I was like maybe we should stop.
No contact.
Yeah, doing a little no.
Yeah, because it's
contact.
like that's what I mean by like a breakup like that, where it's like no animosity, not really for a reason of like there is a reason, just not like a breakup type reason. Yeah, in my head, I'm like, how could I not talk to that person? Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'd avoid her, and I'm not playing games. Like if I see something, like she posts something like regarding her dance content, I'm gonna like it, I'm gonna support it, and I'm sure like when I posted that thing, she sent me a really nice message about it, and she was like, I'm really proud of you and all this stuff, and like she's like, please keep making videos.
There's
Yada,
nothing
yada,
like
yada.
this.
She was like super gay, dude. But all right, what did she really say?
She was like, I'm proud of you, Bubba.
That's it.
She was just like,
She
it was
didn't
really-
say this was kind of gay.
No, she said this is beautiful.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
That's
Well, I have a
And
question.
she's more emotionally intelligent than you guys.
If the goal of the entire thing though is to like allow both of you to move on and complete your stuff, like why continue talking at all, or like
well,
continue?
that's what he's saying, that they're now no contact.
Mm.
That's why I was wondering. Is like I would, if like I've never been in this type of breakup scenario, which is why I found it interesting.
Yep.
And why I was like, oh, let's do a podcast on it, right?
Yeah.
Because I definitely think people can relate out there to breaking up with someone for their own betterment. Actually, Kira was in that, is it right? Like Kira and her man's broke up, and it was like they're in the situation where she's like, she literally calls him the perfect man. I know the guy. I think is amazing.
Mhm.
It's like, what the are you doing breaking up with him? But she was going through so much. And for her, she was like, I need to focus on myself. For you, you're like, you need to focus on yourself. I'm like, what the does that mean?
Yeah. So like I've seen a lot of things that have been really helpful. Like I've seen videos about like God separates you for a reason. And it's usually it could be for a season or for longer. But the point of it is that like you need to do healing that's outside of this person so that you're more whole when you arrive. And I feel as though that a lot of this codependence was not healthy, because I think I was trying to fill a void through her, which was not gonna happen. You can't feel like the person that you're looking for, like this whole, like, you know, I'm a helpless romantic, or at least I was a hopeless romantic, where I thought like, oh, I needed to find someone. Yes, was no longer.
I feel like you still are.
No, I think I'm a romantic, but I'm not a hopeless romantic. And
now
I think
you have hope.
yeah, because there's a difference between the two. A hopeless romantic, I feel like always is like running and chasing after a love to fill this void that they have from like probably from a childhood that was like traumatic for whatever the trauma is, and that now when I see myself as a romantic, I romanticize life in general, but that void I've been trying to fill, and this is corny, but like is literally filled by me, like with the things that I need to do for myself. So I realized, like, you know, the only person I've ever really needed was myself. I can't.
And God.
And God, yes.
And
but God is the one who's essentially etching the path for me.
Yeah.
And
that was probably the least corny thing you've ever said, by the way.
But yeah, I mean, it's true. When they say like, oh, you can only love someone as much as as much as like you deeply love yourself, like that is true.
That's
I mean, a lot of these things are you know, oversaid, and that's why they're corny. Like it's just a common thing, but there's reason behind it.
Before we move too fast, let's go back to you were codependent. So I can agree. And I think that that's even more your fault than hers, which is surprising because she would, with the way her life,
she'd push me to like be less codependent.
Yeah. With the way her life was and with the fact that she's the one moving to a city with like no connections, you would assume she'd be the codependent one. But for some reason, it was you.
Yeah.
And you know how I know which one of my boys are codependent or not? Once they get a girlfriend, I don't exist to them anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. She was the one like pushing me to hang out with you guys, to go out, to even go by myself. Like she had trust, you know. She obviously like in the beginning it was tough because like
isn't that crazy? His girlfriend was like, "Go hang out with your boys." He's like, "No, no,
yeah,
I'm staying home with you."
Yeah, basically, yeah. No, I was just trying to, I was trying to fill a void that just wasn't gonna be filled. It was like almost like I would describe it almost like a love junkie.
Yeah, and you just forgot all about your homies, huh? And then now that you're single, he comes crawling back. Hey guys, what are we doing tonight? And I'm like, we? There was no we when I was hitting you up for months, trying to be like, where's my friend at? And this guy's like, nah, I'm not going to that. I don't care about you guys.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I had a lot more realization, especially like after the breakup when we were still living together. Like we would go out separately and then come home together and like, you know, like hang out. So like that, I realized I had a lot of. What you want me to say, man? What the fuck?
Have sex.
But yeah, so anyways.
Spicy Latina sex.
Latina? I just realized there was so much shit that I was just like, man, I was so blind to this because I just truly was looking the other way and did not want to look this way. But yeah, it's just way healthier that way. The whole hanging out separately, coming together, hanging out together, whatever the case may be.
I think for what it's worth, like we like to rag on how, you know, corny and gay your shit is, but in the video,
extremely corny and gay, by the way.
What you said, all you said, and even the decision you made and the reasons why you made it, I will commend you because that is one. It takes a lot of willpower and self-awareness to be able to make that decision, and two, point blank period, it's just tough.
Yeah,
it's very, very tough, especially with someone you love.
Yeah.
So. I mean, that shows greater strength than many men have.
Yeah.
Humans have.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't just post my wins, I post my losses too.
I post my losses all the time.
Where at?
I post my bald cap.
You don't see me on this podcast talking about my losses, posting losses. I am willing to take the brunt and the brutality of this world to speak my truth at all times.
What the fuck do you think I was doing?
Being gay.
This is the theme, huh?
Listen. I would not be your boy if I didn't see you post some corny shit and laugh at you.
Hey, man. Right? You know me. I love movies, so...
That's got nothing to do with you loving
100% that has to... What are you talking about? Movies are what creates corny. Like, corny... You wouldn't think something was corny if you didn't see it multiple times done.
No. That's not why I thought it was corny. Anyways.
Word.
Let's get back to the real questions, shall we?
Go ahead.
Did you have a breakup speech prepared?
No. I think a lot of it
went off the top of the dome.
Yeah, I mean, because I've gotten a lot better of like understanding where my feelings are coming from and what they're trying to say. I think I would try to like write things out because I didn't have that muscle really like worked out before. But now I'm like, okay, I feel these things. Where are they coming from? And it's like I could dive deep enough to find where the initial idea is or the thought is or statement, and then I present that first.
I feel like having a planned speech. I mean, I've never had to like actually break up with someone, but if I'm even just gonna like try to separate from someone who I've been dating, having a planned speech is like the worst way to go about it.
Yeah,
Because they can see straight through it. They're like, oh, you've been.
Is this your most painful breakup, you think?
Oh, 100%.
Really?
100%.
Well, actually, not. Yeah, as long as I've known you, I feel like it's got to be.
Yeah.
So in that case, when you're sitting there in your underwear, sobbing and crying into your chest, what ice cream flavor was it that was melting and dripping onto your stomach?
I don't touch no ice cream.
This was Vince's question, by the way. He was like,
You should ask me what
He was like,
music I was listening to.
he was like, ask him when he was sitting there, sobbing and tears rolling down his chest, ice cream dripping onto his stomach. What flavor it was? Start crying.
That's being a little funny.
Yeah. Well, what music have you been listening to?
Frank Ocean.
No, actually, I don't really. It doesn't resonate with me anymore. A lot of Latin music.
Latin music.
Yeah. So she was like. So she's Mexican. So I a lot of the stuff like I started to listen to, started going back into like my roots, and then now this one's gonna hurt, but like. Now when I listen to like Latin music, I don't like just hear like or think of her. I think of my father a lot, and I think of my family and like my upbringing. So it's like double the pain, but it's very cathartic. It makes me feel like I'm on the right path. Like this feels exactly right.
Like you're feeling emotions that you should have been feeling maybe earlier.
I feel like it's just not just me, my present day, but it's also my inner child like feeling the pain.
Damn, that's cute.
Thanks.
That hit me a little bit. I like that because like when I see Korean content for some, not necessarily music because Korean music is so popular nowadays. It's like it's very mainstream and modern. But specifically like Korean content where I see like maybe like 1990s Korea or like my mom's era and like looking at what Korea would have looked like when my mom was growing up there and seeing that shit. There's almost like an emotional like. I can like legit feel something that like I don't know what it is because it's just like an emotional mess where it's like I'm so detached from that, but then like my body and emotions like crave understanding it, if that makes sense.
It's embedded in your DNA. I feel as though that like I'm all for people like dating outside their race. Like if that's what makes you happy, by all means, that's where you find your person. But there is something that embedded in your DNA that I don't think you'll ever understand until you visit your home and find where you're coming from, because it just hits different. Like it's just there's like this really famous audio that was or like viral audio that came out where it's like this guy visited Mexico for the first time and he was just like, I can't explain it, but this place understands me and I understand this place even though I've never been here.
Yep.
The rustle of the wind, like the way that the smell in the air is, it's just my body's familiar with it.
Yeah.
And so like when I listen to like Selena, I grew up like listening to Selena because of my father. Like it just like those words hit way harder now than ever. Because before it was like, oh, I grew up with this music. Like I love to hear it. It makes me happy. Then when I actually listen to the words, I'm like, oh, this is what they're talking about. Plus nostalgia.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. All right. So give us like the step-by-step breakdown of how you've been coping with your breakup. What was phase one? Tears?
Hired a coach.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Really?
Yeah. Really
No
expensive.
crying?
Obviously crying, but like that's not.
It's like spread out through it. It's not like a phase of crying.
Yeah, crying I feel like is just a manifestation of like what you've held up and you're like opening the faucet and you're releasing it, right? But like still within your body, like trauma is embedded in you somatically, like it's in your body. So like you can heal like cognitively, right? You can think your problems out, but they're not going to be truly healed. It's within your body. Yeah. So I didn't understand that until I hired a coach where he said that trauma is stored within your body. 80% of the healing is from I forgot what the word is. Dysregulating. You're dysregulated and you want to regulate your body again. So stretching, working out, doing physiological size, and then words of affirmation and all the other stuff. It's like more of the cognitive work. You're rewinding your brain. So I'm essentially detoxing from being a love junkie.
Which is what you were, a love junkie.
I was definitely a love junkie.
You think you're a love junkie? No.
Nah.
No.
I used to be.
You're definitely not
I
either.
don't even like. What is that?
You're like an anti-love. You are the farthest thing from a love junkie.
What does that mean? Like, what would that even manifest as besides like just
As
spending as much time with them as
Being
possible?
extremely corny and gay like Eddie.
Oh yeah, fuck that, dude. Thank God I'm the farthest thing from that.
Wait. I'm sorry. I was just clowning you again. I was my
What's up?
boy. But so you used to be, right?
I would say I used to be.
I think you two would say you have emotional traumas from your childhood,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? This guy has almost zero, like straight up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So I think that's why, especially with like how Ian's been able to like not only not be in a relationship, but not be in a traumatic. He has no relationship trauma. I envy this man because I think that the first girl he dates, he'll probably marry, and like just like have like a wonderful, because he's like almost a grown man already, right?
Yeah.
So he's like sure of himself. He's like the man he's already gonna be, almost. And then like by the time he dates someone, there's gonna be very little room to like completely change as a person and grow out of that person. So whoever he decides on at this point, and there's zero relationship trauma to like be jaded from, right? Like most of the time, like you get into an unnecessarily like where you're toxic fight with your girl, it's linked to some shit that some ex did to you, and you're taking it out on them for no reason. He's got none of that, and so it's like watching that shit in comparison, right? Like this little line here of like no emotional. He doesn't have that like empty love part of him where like I feel like both of you guys, if you were love junkies, trying to fill it with like romance.
That's definitely where my shit stemmed from.
Yeah.
And I don't think I needed a breakup to learn. I think I was already on the process of unlearning that when I learned to love myself more. Because it's like when I was like early 20, from I would say 17 to 22 probably, that was all I could think about. Because I was subconsciously, not even subconsciously, like actively looking for a girlfriend because I felt so alone and depressed and whatever, and it was just something to fill the void.
Yeah. Because when you have a girlfriend and they're
expecting
like
someone to come
loving
save
you,
me.
they're thinking about you, right? Like all these things, you guys are doing cute things. Like it literally, you start to feel that endorphins that love gives you. And when you didn't feel that love from parents or like siblings or whatever, right? Like growing up, like you fucking latch onto it because you're like, holy fuck, it feels so good. Getting that. Like you're like you said, love junkie.
It's like supplemental. Like it's like.
Well, it's like different types of love, but love is the same at the core, right?
Yeah.
It's just like this person cares about me, will do stuff for me, like looks out for me, and it's like that is the core part of what drives all human decision making, in my opinion. So it's like when you don't have that in the right way growing up, or like it comes with conditions, even from the people it was supposed to be unconditional from, like then you just start to the first taste of what it should have been like. You're like, give me that shit and give me nothing but that shit.
So your process was like hiring a coach and also just daily practice, it sounds like. What about you, Vit? Like, how did you unload that hobby, like, pattern?
I would say, I mean, in the simplest term, learning to love myself. And what that means is I started taking care of myself. I started rewiring my brain to think of myself as better. Like not so much self-hatred. I got more money.
Money really helps.
They do be
everything.
helping, yeah.
Get money as a man makes you love yourself, low key, like straight up. Because like it's so hard to love yourself when the proof is not there, right? And like as a man, like you're so results driven. So it's like, oh, what am I a man worth loving when I can't even fucking buy myself the things I want, or like I gotta stress about bills? Like what kind of man am I? You know?
Essentially, I just did more things to make myself feel less of a failure, and I think in turn made me not so codependent on this idea of like, oh, I'd be so great if I just had a fire ass girlfriend.
If only I had a bad bitch, everything would be better. I have many times thought that, and if anything, they made it much worse.
Yeah.
The term bad, I think, is like very accurate because like when girls are like hot in that way, like the things it does to a man's like psyche is very,
especially if you're not secure within yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how healthy you think you are. If you are not secure, you will become a douchebag.
How do you guys think? I guess I was gonna ask you how you cope with breakups, but like you've never been through one.
Yeah, not really. I mean, I think honestly, like when I was in high school, was like the closest to when like I genuinely like was like heartbroken a couple of times. Like I mean part of it had to just be like because I was hormone maxing, but like it's true, dude. When you're like 16, dude, like 17, dude, you're like
maxing is crazy.
you're literally like a bomb. Like it's crazy. You're so easy to set off, but like
Anything, and you're just like boner.
no, it's great. But or the other way, right? Like you get like rejected by a girl who like clearly never wanted you, and you're like, I'm never finding love. Like it's like, but then like 2 weeks later, you're like, I'm in love with someone else. So it's like,
yeah.
I think like
I miss that shit though, low key.
I think there's a time like because what like probably like 21 to 23, I started to like stop feeling those feelings as hard, and I was like, am I numbing out? It's like no, I'm just like
Growing
developing
up.
a brain. Like it's like developing like
That's what it is.
emotional regulation.
Yeah. At night, shit's just not intense anymore.
But I will say I got into substances pretty young, like 16. So I think like obviously that was like a huge coping mechanism because right when I got into like love too, you know.
Discovered love and DMT at the same time.
I know, literally. Like actually though, I think also working out. Like I used to be like a chronic bodybuilder. I would like weight cut to the point of hair loss. So like
Damn.
I think like that also like that's a really it's a really hollow way to find value in yourself, but it's a really like surefire way. Like it's like I can go to the gym or I can eat this way and I will look better tomorrow.
Well, I think that's the number one way that every man has to just better yourself is physical first, because like especially when you're young, like the concept of delayed gratification is really hard and rare to grasp. So like the most easiest way to grasp it is through your own body, because like okay, 2 weeks of putting in real work, you can see it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
And then a month, and then you're like, oh wow, like I really, if I look this much better in a month, what about 3, right? And then you can start applying that principle to what about money, right? Like I may not see money from this work I'm doing right now, but what about a year? What about 10 years? I'm 19, right? In 10 years, I'll only be 29. Like how rich can I get in 10 years?
Mhm.
You probably can't get that rich in 1 year, to be
Only
honest.
29, says the 30-year-old. All right.
Copium,
Go maxing.
huffing on it.
You guys think that shit funny, huh? Wait till you get older, buddy. Let's see what you're doing at 29. How about that?
Hopefully the same shit.
Sitting there in a fucking hairnet and a
He's like 60. He's got 2 kids. He's still running it.
All right. Well, anyways.
60, I'm gonna be in the same exact outfit, just in a Easy Boy.
Yeah, I'm
A
not
lazy
gonna
boy,
lie. As soon
whatever.
as you turn 30, people start disrespecting you for your age. It's crazy. Like, dude, like I can't have a conversation with anyone without them being like, "Damn, a 3 in front of your age is crazy."
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I felt the same way though.
"What about when people that were 30?"
Yeah, when
We
I
used
was like
to clown
27,
the
I was like,
shit out
oh.
of Jeremy, bro, and now I get why he would get tight about it. He'd be like,
Yeah.
"All you do is make the same jokes. Why would I get mad? You just make the same lame ass jokes all the time."
All right, Gramps.
And I'd be like, "Shut up, Unk." And now look at me, the Unk.
Do you think your age at all like is that something you took into account like with this breakup? Like obviously like you're dating someone long term, you're in your late 20s, early 30s, like you're definitely starting to think about marriage, kids. Like did that make the separation harder?
Maybe at first, because like that's like part of my anxious brain. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna be like fucking 30 and then dating. Like that shit is, because
What's
I've
wrong
seen.
with that?
I don't know, but nah. I mean, honestly, nothing is wrong with that. I think that I just let go of the idea of like, oh, I was gonna have. All right, so a lot of suffering is expectation meets reality, and then it's that like space in between those two things is what's like the suffering. So I felt as though that I'm like, okay, well, this is my expectation. If I remove expectation and accept reality for what it is, then it's kind of gone. I'm not as scared. So I just kind of gave up the idea, which is not truly giving up the idea, but like I've given up the wanting of getting married, having kids and all that. It'll happen when it's supposed to happen. If it
Yeah.
does happen. And if it doesn't, then my calling is something else. Like I don't need to have kids. I
Bacon
don't need
banana
to.
bread.
My banana bread is fucking
And
nice.
no longer objectifying women.
That's the best thing.
I'm glad it took you till 30 to realize you shouldn't do that.
Crazy how
Well-
you blamed your parents though.
Your immigrant parents.
That's true though.
Yeah, like what did they
It
do
is
to you,
true.
man?
It's not
Other than-
entirely their
That's what
fault.
they didn't do.
Wow,
Shit, man.
that's deep.
I think it's a little true.
No,
And it's
100%.
100% fact.
There's truth to it. It's not that you are not spitting facts in your thing. It's just that
The way you spit the facts.
Okay, yeah.
What the fuck am I supposed to
can
do?
Can I dissect how like why I think it was so gay?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Because they can I. He was gonna.
I
do
think
that
it was
anyway.
just the voice you put on.
I didn't know what to do.
It,
I'm learning.
it was you put on like the I'm a poet, like sexy performative man poet voice, like where you're like, dear all the women I've objectified, I'm sorry. Like, you know
I
what
did
mean?
that voiceover 3 times.
What-
And the first time I was like, ugh, no. Second time I was like, that didn't work. Third time I was like, all right, I need to just get this shit out.
You know what?
I
You
think-
know what advice I can give you as a longtime content creator on the difference of making something that sounds corny or cheesy versus saying the exact same words but it doesn't, is not sounding like you take yourself too seriously.
Well, the second video I just made, I tried something different. I was like, let me not do a voiceover. Let me do it while I'm like actually doing the thing, so that I'm less thinking about the words and thinking more about like the message
action.
itself.
Because it's like when you hop on this podcast, throughout this whole duration, you've spoken very eloquently.
And you don't sound like that.
You sound fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
Like, the
what.
shit
That's why I'm shitting on
resonating
you
with.
for that shit. Because I'm like, this motherfucker put on the to all the women I objectify.
And it's like starting off with that phrase too. It's like already I'm like,
That's
hey,
performative,
get
bro.
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah. To all
You know?
the women is objective. Get a load of this guy.
You could have
Yeah.
been like, yo, I reached 30. This I'm going through a breakup. This is the shit I learned.
Trust me, I've already learned from it, but it was great because I'm like, if I do this, anything less is acceptable to everybody.
I know exactly. That's the advice I give all the time of the cringe mountain shit, right? It's like when you got to get over cringe mountain to have success in content. And it's like when you can upload shit, get laughed at, and keep uploading is like the point.
Yeah.
Don't become
I
the
would never
mountain.
put that shit out there though.
If I
I
could
would
have,
have looked at that shit, laughed at myself, and then deleted it.
I'm gonna keep it up there. I'll pin it once I see something go like do well. I'm gonna pin it.
Mm.
Pin that one?
Yeah, I'm gonna pin that
No,
one.
no.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pin that one.
No.
You can't make fun of me when like, bro. Trust me, my heart was pounding when I posted. I was like,
You knew
I was
I
like,
was coming for you.
as soon as I saw the group chat light up, I was like, word. And then I was gonna hit you up like, hey, bro, please be nice. But then I thought,
hit me up personally to be like,
yeah.
please don't roast me.
and then I thought to myself, nah, I need it.
You
I
do
need
need
it. And then that way, everything else is easy.
God put me in your life to cook you about that specifically. Oh wait, Tristan, can you reset the timer and tell me how much time we've already gone?
Oh, yeah.
The timer's at 3 hours right now.
I
That's
think-
hard to tell.
Holy shit, we've been recording for 3 hours.
We're at 38 minutes.
Okay.
I think for me, like, why it was like kind of cringe for me was like, I don't know if this was the intention, but the intended audience felt like you were trying to be like, look, women, I've learned empathy.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it felt.
Exactly.
And-
Because of your opening statement.
Yeah. To
Yeah.
all the women I've objectified.
But it's also not even me. It's the childhood trauma. Please take care of me. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it feels like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, that's for me. Like, it felt like who it was meant for is what
Yeah.
really got me. And,
Yes,
and that I know that any straight woman who's seeing that can see straight through it.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck. She strays through it. I'm not talking it for her. Like I'm saying more like it's one for me, and then it is an apology to like because I have objectified women like 100%. The way I see,
Yes.
But
The way I
also,
see
you're
women
not gonna
now-
stop, gang. like you're gonna see a baddie, and you're still gonna be like, she's bad. You know what I mean? So it's like,
no,
That's not
your-
objectifying women,
no,
though.
No, you with your little immature brain is thinking that. All right, I don't see it that way. If I see a pretty
baddie walk by right now, what are you thinking with your
I'm
emotionally
literally going
intelligent
like
brain?
this because I don't want to look at her. Because if my brain is gonna immediately think that, I'm like, that's wrong.
you go to fucking bars every night by yourself. What are you doing? Looking away from everyone? Like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
looking at the performance. That's I didn't realize you're so obsessed with women that you gotta look at them and their fucking boobs and their ass all the time. What the fuck? Is that what your life is running on? Boobs and ass?
Yeah, Ian.
Tell me, Ian.
I didn't realize. Oh, why are you quiet?
Listen, I objectify women. I'm a straight man.
Yeah, but that's
Sorry,
not.
I'm attracted to the people who I'm attracted
That's
to.
not how you should look
Objectifying
at-
and being attracted and acknowledging that are completely different.
Yeah, I can
things.
see a girl and I'm like, okay, yeah, she's very pretty, but I'm not gonna be like
Objectifying is boiling her only down to like as if she was an object, right? Like that's not just by looking at somebody and admiring the beauty. That is not what's happening at
You're
all.
about to say the
the booty. Yeah, look at that. Your brain is already saying the truth.
Well, booty is part of the
Freudian
beauty.
slip.
Not yeah, that's
Go
not what I'm
Freudian,
doing.
Freudian,
Freudian.
I can try to appreciate them like for a facial beauty,
That's the
but
last
I don't
time I
want to
ever saw.
objectify them just by a body. Just as
No
like a
way.
pleasure,
No
pleasure
way.
Okay, that's where you're at, you know. And
He's still doing it. He's doing it right now, live time. This is literally the fucking video,
Literally,
live time.
someone
IRL.
could be throwing themselves on me. I'd be like, you don't want to do that, and I don't want to do that. So
Now get off.
Whoa. I don't do that anymore. Fine shit.
covering his eyes, dude.
Mi amor.
No, you can't even say fine shit. 'Cause that's
Excelente.
objectification.
You're right. He's like, please don't do this. You don't need to do this. Guy in the comments, guys, is Eddie being performative right now, or is he being dead
there's
ass?
nothing performative. Hey.
No, you guys are performative in completely different ways.
Where's this one?
Tristan
No,
is
that's my boy.
Tristan.
right there.
Tristan just has interests that line up with the performative stereotype.
What the fuck
So
am
we
I
clown
then?
him. You are like what they mean by like the performative man personality type.
I'm not like most guys.
Yeah. Exactly.
I never even said that.
But
I
you're
was.
implying it.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
No. I
it's
was
okay.
most definitely. I did those things.
It's okay. It's okay.
I've
Eddie.
also 100% mistreated her during the relationship. Mistreated all my exes during the relationship. I made it more about myself. At no point am I saying like I am a good guy. I'm fucking just trying to learn, and I'm trying to realize like, oh well, you know, I
high
did those
level
things.
performativeness is being able to be like, I'm a bad guy. I've done these bad
That's
things.
what you should have communicated, though.
What?
Everything you said.
Well, I know that now.
Wait, how did we even get here? What was the original topic? It was the.
This guy was objectifying women, and I
like
try to stop him.
the intended audience of his
yeah.
reel.
Oh wait, no, I was giving you advice on how the same message could have come across.
Yeah,
Just in general, like making better content, right? It's just content
it's
advice.
learning. I mean, I make a lot of content for a lot of other people, but I don't make it for myself.
Who do you say is your biggest inspiration? So I can
Like
go
you want to
fucking-
make content like them,
Yeah.
type inspiration.
it's hard because it's like I feel like I'm taking inspiration, but I don't want to copy them at all. So
No,
I
absolutely.
I love oh my god Adrian. I think like he makes really great content.
Gonna block him.
Jesus.
There's this guy named
Actually, I like him too. He
Adrian
makes good
some-
content. He
Adrian
makes
something?
educational content on like filmmaking though.
Yes,
Oh.
I like his
he like,
filmmaking.
Yeah. He likes his like aesthetic style.
Sorry, I would set up for a joke. Whoever you are,
I follow him too. He makes good content.
Yeah, great content. There's a lot of other people that I follow that like I take a lot of like inspiration from. Just like filming standpoint, it's kind of also hard doing it myself. Like I want someone behind the camera with a fucking gimbal to get certain shots.
You
Or,
got to build up to that point. You
I
what
know,
mean? Like,
which is why I'm like, all right, I'm gonna start doing this.
especially if you want to make OMG Adrian content. People that make content like that, they do every part themselves.
I know,
So
because
it's
you
like-
could then transfer it over to
you
somebody.
know what
else.
that video gave?
No.
The one you posted.
What's up?
You know that guy on TikTok? I forgot his name, but he's known as like the cut that board guy.
Yeah.
The who?
The guy with the string, the fucking wired earphones in with the
Mhm.
sticker, with the performative sticker tattoos, who would always like cut fruit, like always cutting fruit. So he's fake cutting the fruit because every video is him cutting fruit and saying something that's like extremely like correct feminine take on anything. Like just like
That was his.
look
There's
at
a-
me, women. I'm on your side. Like
There-
that's exactly the vibe of every video.
There's
And
a
so
du-
he would get called out as one of the founding fathers of performative man apocalypse.
I have no idea who he is.
And that's exactly the vibe. Of
There's
the video.
there's another guy, Carl Shakur. Love his content's perfect. in my
cut a
opinion.
board, cut a board, cut a board.
Got that name because I think he was freestyling or some shit.
Anyways,
Carl's really talented.
Yeah, Carl is extremely talented.
what kind of content is that?
He makes like a non-educational version of what like oh my god Adrian does.
Mhm.
I found him when he
pure
had, like,
aesthetics.
like pure aesthetics, does a lot of travel content. He I think was what inspired that trend where you like tape your phone to the ceiling
Mhm.
and like you cut to like the music. Like he did that tutorial and then like literally a week later that shit became a trend.
He's a massive creator.
Yeah, just
Wow.
I followed him when he had like 20K and then now he's like $1 million.
Multi-million. I think,
Multi-million.
right?
He's fucking crazy.
Anybody out there that followed me when I was a small creator? Comment down below.
There's this other guy that I just started following. I love his content, but it's like he doesn't really speak. It's just more of like those Instagram reels where it's like some quote like I don't know, just quotes in general, or he's writing something and he's like, oh, I used to do this, I used to do that, but now I'm like this, I'm not like that, and it's just all the same B-roll. I don't want to do that though. It feels cheap.
Well, let me just give you advice to start, right? So you know the you know how like the content creator training way that I do things here at Super Bonsai
Yeah.
when I get all you to start, like it's just you have to be very realistic and like I don't want to copy this person, like blah blah blah. Like everyone copies everyone. Number one.
Yeah.
Any good artist knows that you have to copy to start.
And then you add your own twist afterwards.
Yeah, eventually, right? So I don't even let you guys write your own scripts. Pure copy, right? To begin with. After you've made maybe 100 scripts, I will maybe let you put your own twist to things, right? And it's like, that's the same sentiment you should be bringing to your content, right?
Yeah.
It's like the ego of like, oh no, I'm going to create something brand new when I'm a legit level 1 experience in making my own content is very, very arrogant and egotistical, and why you'll never succeed if you continue that train pattern. Copy the shit out of everything, right? It's like, it's literally like it's like, you don't just start playing basketball and say, I'm going to come up with a brand new fadeaway jump shot, right? You say, who has the best jump shot in the game? What, like that works, right? Let me copy that shit. Let me do that jump shot, Kobe's jump shot 1 million times before I could even make my own moves. And then you become a good basketball player, right? It's the exact same with content. It's like, I don't know how to make a fucking video for shit. Even when I do make a video that I think was artistic and blah, 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 I'm just shooting in the dark, right? So it's like, let me copy 100 times. And in the 100 copies of actually making and repetition and putting it out, will I learn what it even means to make content? And then I will have the level 1, the bare minimum, bottom of the barrel skill necessary to make my own shit, to create new, right? To add my own experiences and then my personality into it then, right? And that's why I think that the biggest thing that holds people back, because everyone that wants to do content is an artist in some shape or form, or wants to be an artist in some shape or form, is the very, very arrogant, ego-filled notion that like I need to make my own shit right away. Like if you copy it 1 million times, you still might not even be anything of a creator, right? Like you could still make shit content even then, but you'd be way more experienced, right? And like anyone that does it any other way, like you're like you might be able to pull up very, very few examples of other people being able to break the norm, but those are like, it's like saying like, oh, why is LeBron able to play basketball right away? It's like, that's fucking LeBron. You know what I mean? So
Would I
I
have
mean,
to
even
do that?
you still to this day,
you're completely different. You are essentially a LeBron situation.
Hell yeah.
Where like you didn't even decide to make any, you just became famous, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's an anomaly.
How would my script to sell Super Bonsai go?
I would never make you write scripts because you wouldn't do it. So I would just be like, sell this.
Give me a bottle right now, I'll do it.
Wait, get him some Super Bonsai quick,
Yeah,
quick while he's inspired.
Yeah.
Which one?
Super Recovery.
Who am I selling to? Which one of you three?
Sell it to Eddie.
To me?
Yeah. Actually, sell it to both of them. Pretend they're a gay couple and you're selling it to them. Can you guys act like a gay couple?
all right.
Which one's the top? Which one's the bottom?
Wait, is this in-person sale? This defeats the whole purpose of me making
Probably
a...
sell it to the people.
Sell to the people, whatever you want, bro.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't need you guys. All right, guys. Might be wondering what this is. We talk about it a lot. By the time I turn 26 and I drink with my friends, which I love to do, and I'm sure you guys love to do too, hangovers were beating my ass. I woke up and I hated my life. With this, I drink it before every time I drink. I do not drink without this. What it does, it has how many ingredients?
He's squabbling. It's 8.
It has 8 ingredients, all formulated to tackle every bad part of your hangover. If you don't buy this, you're stupid as shit.
Okay. Well,
Honestly, that's pretty good.
Solid.
well, that's not what I mean by you want to be in the podcast, right? I'll just be like, go make reels. It would be more like fit it into your lifestyle of like what videos you would probably make of your life anyways. Which is like while you're at the club, do your little stupid thing where you have just these like quirky, natural takes of you showing like your real life and personality, and then insert it in there and be like, and just you taking it middle of your drunken night out, fucking swallowing 9 pills at once, then you waking up and just putting a call to action at the end of you waking up being like, once again, did all that shit and I'm feeling fine. Get that shit link on this video. How about you make one first, and once you prove you can make one, I'll
Co-founder turned employee. Hell yeah.
This fucking guy. But yeah, so like one, erase the notion that like copying is anything, or like it's like corny to not copy, in my opinion. Anybody that like takes this shit seriously, or any artist, like you know the value of copying, right? Like it's an integral part of the creative process, especially at level 1. The only thing stopping you is arrogance, to think that you're beyond that part of the process. And yeah, and then 2, The way you come off. It's like purely like delivery. You could have said all those exact words. And if you just said it like how you would have really talked in real life, you would have got clowned 80% less.
You wouldn't have been clowned, I don't think.
No, I would clown you.
A little bit clown.
Yeah. The wording is still extremely gay, the words you chose to say. But the delivery was the real culprit of me nonstop clowning you.
Plus, you're like baking in a banana bread. There's like a fucking...
Every part
There's
about
a
it was
dog.
performative. It's like you don't bake banana bread. This is your first time making banana bread for this video.
This is my first time baking.
Exactly.
Bro.
You chose to do an action you don't ever do for the video, right?
I don't want you to ever call me performative again for like listening to
Differently
music that I've
performative.
listened to
No,
for
you
like
guys-
5
you
years.
guys
You're not around too much.
You guys
You're
are
just around.
yeah. After Eddie, you're the next most. No, I'm just kidding. I said you're performative in different ways. You just happen to line up with the archetype, and so you get clowned.
I just liked something, and then it became something that became performative, and now
I'm just so misunderstood. I just liked all this before everyone else.
I liked it
I
before
don't
it
think
was
I'm
cool.
misunderstood.
People started liking it because of me.
I think I liked it when it was mid-popular. Like, in
Well,
the
either
middle.
way, we know why we clown Tristan for being performative. It's not the same reason why we clown Eddie.
All right, I'm going back to not talking again. Yeah. I have such a good time just enjoying my interests alone.
And then we're like, why won't Tristan get a camera?
Right.
It's like shitting on the boy.
I didn't hear the answer. Are those your Sanrio glasses? Case or whatever?
Yeah.
Thought so.
Have I ever mentioned
Sanrio
it?
glasses case.
Earlier today,
Have I ever
Tiff,
mentioned it before?
Well, no,
No, I
but
just
Tiff-
have it.
Tiff saw them. She's like, who Sanrio glass lenses are these or whatever? I'm like, I'm the only girl here. It's like, who do you think it is?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Nice.
See how not performative I am?
Different performative.
Different,
yes,
different.
different performative.
Yeah.
For you, it's like the old.
Like Arts Poetica, like that's
you're,
like
you're like the. I'm not like other guys.
I
like,
don't even
performative.
say that.
Cinnamon roll. It's fucking
And then
cute.
Tristan's like
like the matcha Asian.
yeah
Not-
yeah completely
yeah.
different performative.
You do be making a matcha every time we shoot.
All right,
Tastes
anyways.
good. I make coffee every time too, and I drink an energy drink every time as well.
Does what I'm saying make sense to you though?
Yeah, man, I already knew this though. After that, I'm like, okay, I need to try something different. Like not different, but like delivered differently.
Well, delivered.
I didn't like the voiceover, but I was like, it was literally at this point, I'm like, if I sit here and nitpick everything, I'm not gonna fucking put it
Well,
out.
exactly. Put it out. Learned your lesson. Next video.
Yeah.
Just don't pin it.
No, I'm gonna
Please,
pin that
God,
shit.
don't pin it.
Don't worry about my content. Where's your content at? All right.
It's this.
That don't count. Why you being a Nepo homie?
Nepo homie. wait. I sent Eddie this funny ass TikTok. I sent him a funny ass TikTok that goes, can we talk about being a Nepo homie? Like where you just got that one boy that you're like, yo, just lock in, rap that song, like you know what I mean? Like make those YouTube videos so that we could get out the fucking hood.
Yup.
And I sent that to Eddie, like, got you.
I made my decision. I'm gonna become a rapper.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Eric Raprid was like legit pressing him to be a
I'm
rapper.
gonna become a rapper.
Don't be a mumble rapper though.
Hell no.
What kind of rapper? Give us your muse. What are you copying? J. Cole?
NBA YoungBoy, probably my biggest inspiration.
Mhm.
I get the same feel when you were talking earlier about Latin music. I get that with Vietnamese music, but also with NBA YoungBoy.
You can take no.
I'm not playing.
No. But what you can do, right? I think follow the approach of damn, who's that Mexican artist that like popped off?
6ix9ine?
No, like the real Mexican,
Mexican
artist.
OT.
Nah, bro, like he was
Peso Pluma?
yeah, Peso Pluma. So
I can't speak Spanish.
no,
like
no.
that.
But like he took
Latino
he
king.
took traditional like Mexican music and just like made it modern. So you can take Vietnamese and then modernize it through
I'm not
like
gonna
the
lie, I've
scope
heard
of
Vietnamese
and-
rap. It's so bad.
Vietnamese. Now that you're broken up with your girlfriend
Yeah,
and you've been crawling back to your friends you forgot about,
yeah.
do you feel any guilt?
Nah, I'm just like, hey, what did I miss?
He's like, I'm having a housewarming, guys. Can you invite girls? Because I don't know any anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want it to be like a meat fest.
Oh yeah, when is that?
That's
Friday.
Friday, yeah.
I'll be out of town.
Yeah.
Ah,
Sorry.
shit.
I don't know any girls either.
I'll FaceTime.
Well, then,
That's cap.
I don't know any girls.
Yeah, all right.
I can't. I don't know any.
Mm-hmm. He's just gonna invite one and then maybe her friend.
That's the best I could do.
It's gonna be straight meats.
Huh?
It's gonna be straight meat.
Hey, no
I
one
know
told you to
literally
have a
no
meat
women.
party.
Hmm?
No one told you to have a schmeat party, a schmeats only party.
That's all good.
That's how I like it.
Now it's just gonna be like 2 boxes of pizza instead.
All right. Anyways, you don't feel any guilt whatsoever of having left your friends like that?
No, I mean, I don't feel guilt because like if I continue to feel guilt, then I'm not gonna like heal. So it's just more like I made a mistake. I would hope that my homies understand and be like, all right, man, open arms. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would
I'm
do.
not gonna lie, I agree with him.
That's what I would do.
That's what I would do.
But I would never do that.
Hmm?
But I would have never left y'all in the first place.
Well, that's why you're so much more secure than I am.
So true. As long as you know.
Yeah. You know what they say in the Bible, right?
What?
Someone slaps you, you turn the other cheek.
They do say that.
Yep.
You know, I'm still learning. I'm still trying.
7 times 7. That's how many times you gotta forgive.
For only 49 times in your whole life.
77 times 7.
All right. I'll forgive you. You could come back into my life after you left. What? Like, yeah, I was gonna dissect that as the next topic point.
What's up?
I think it like the codependency thing makes sense because I noticed any of my homies that just dip out on their other relationships when they're dating someone are typically the type to be hyper codependent on their shorty or vice versa, their girl with their man. And it's just like, damn,
Yeah.
that's not healthy. It's like a typical sign of like that shit being very unhealthy.
Yeah, it is unhealthy.
I used to be exactly like that. Would you say I'm like that?
Right now, no.
No.
Like
Yeah,
I think
no.
a sign of like you are able to bring Tiff around or like ask Tiff to go out without her. Now she lets you is a whole different thing. But
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I used to be exactly like that though. It's like all I could focus on was my partner.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like this
But that
diluted.
goes back to your love junkie, like codependency.
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
That's when you were.
It's like, it's also another factor would have been like, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Damn. It's this wine box.
Lock in, bro.
Try.
Another factor is in the codependency, leaving all your homies, focusing only on your partner,
Canceling plans a
canceling plans, maybe just never seeing people that were once near and dear to your heart.
Oh, the other factor was my brain would always just assume my homies would always be there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's, in my opinion, it's just not realistic. Like, think
It's
of
not.
how many homies you've lost in your life, right?
Or drifted away from. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
It's not just losing them because you got into a fight and they're not your boys anymore, but you just drift away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relationships that you don't water will die, just like flowers,
Yeah.
right?
I think for my like homies back home, they were so used to me doing that like there was no negative tension.
Wow.
Like when I
You
was
have them in a toxic relationship.
yeah, but like that's
How
what I
about
thought was
to all the
normal.
men I've hurt? How about you make that your next video?
Yeah, you're right. So all the homies, I'm gonna do that. I'll do that.
Deadass.
I'll do that.
That's a more realistic video than to all the
you know,
women
thank
I've
you. You gave-
objectified.
I was worried
How
'cause I was
about
like, I
to
only
all
have
my
4 video
boys
ideas.
that I dip out on every time I get a girlfriend because I don't know how to handle myself in a
What would you be
relationship.
doing instead of baking banana bread?
Baking
Huh?
banana bread with the homies.
Playing 2K.
No, you
Hell
gotta.
yeah.
You gotta re up in 2 times what I did. So I'm gonna make double the banana bread with the homies.
No.
You know what we're doing for fourth wall content, by
Yeah,
the way?
yeah,
We're
yeah.
making banana bread.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll use some of the
Let's
footage.
try to be as gay as possible while we make it too.
when it's baking, I'm gonna
Can't
show
you
you all
stop?
the dance moves that I learned at dance class.
Pure ways.
All right, anyways. Yeah, make that your next video.
I'm dead. I was gonna make that video. That's fire.
See
See,
what happens when we hang out. You get good ideas and
there
shit.
were other things too.
I mean, you could just make a whole series about shit I've learned as I grow up.
I mean, yeah,
Lessons I've learned through healing. Lessons. Like, there's so many
Yeah.
ways to just.
There's also this girl, Chloe, who's 1 million plus Instagram followers right now, who did like 30 lessons by 30 because she just turned 30. But her editing and everything, her production level is on fire. She's like corporate, like, you know, tech girl, like, you know, like she and so she's coming about it from the most relatable stance that she can speak from, obviously, right? So 30 lessons by 30, you need a topic and a person you're speaking to, right?
Mhm.
And so if you're going to speak to women in all your videos like you tried to in that last one, it's just going to come off, in my opinion, very performative and blah, 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 right? So
That should
like,
have been directed towards men.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
boys,
Or just
this-
young
this is the shit
people.
I've learned.
I think that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm hoping that like money's not the object right now because I already have obviously a job that provides me that. But I guess the main thing is that maybe I could help somebody out like myself. What's up?
Can I say I'm a co-founder of your company too?
What the fuck? How?
I was there.
Okay.
That's his basis for being co-founder.
Okay.
When we're in public and we're talking about Super Bonza, he'll come up and call himself the co-founder.
Okay, word. Yeah, where's your angel investment then?
I'll give you $5.
Word.
All right. What, you were not going to elaborate?
Elaborate on what?
I don't know. What were you talking about before?
Yeah, I'm just like, it's hard, man. I think for me, I really had a hard time conceptualizing ideas. So like, I can hear something, I'm like, that sounds correct, but I don't know what any of that means because I never experienced it. But I think there are people out there who could probably like take what happened to me and hopefully avoid the landmines. Like, definitely should not be deserting your homies. Another thing that I learned was that like
absolutely throwing your homies to the garbage.
Was that like this is something that
flushing them down the toilet.
This is something I
leaving
really
skid marks in that bitch.
Okay, word. Okay, so this is something I learned that I thought was really important to put out, which is I'm gonna make a video on it too. Which is just because like you don't want to do something. Let's say your homie's got an event going on, right, and you don't want to go out. Fucking go. Like you have to go because it's not about you. If you're always so self-centered about the shit that you want to do, like how could you ever expect that same respect back when you're going through something hard? Why your homie doesn't want to fucking spend his time tending to you every single time that you're sad, you know? Like there's like I called one of my homies up that I haven't talked to in a while because he's been traveling. And the man just sat there and listened to me for 2 hours, fucking crying, upset about everything, confused, and just listened. And I'm like, what am I doing for that? Like, you know, there was an original script in my mind of I'm such a piece of shit, but now I'm like, man, this guy cares about me. I've done something obviously enough in his life that he's felt that he can come to me about that. Let me now pay that respect back, not just to him, because it's not just him, but to everybody. And now I want to basically be kind to everyone I come across, right? And even if they don't do it back to me, because I know that there may come a time that they may go through something, whether it's similar to me or not, and then realize, holy shit, Eddie held me down. Now I got to do it, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah, when it comes to the events thing and whatever, Asians, I feel like Asians especially are taught this showing face. Like,
yeah.
You go to that shit to show face. And I've never liked it because it kind of comes from to me at least, it's almost from a selfish standpoint. It's like, oh, let me do
I
this.
need to be seen there.
Yeah, so people think better of me. What I like to do is show support.
Yeah.
Like, if that's my homie. And
well, that's
like,
what it's rooted in, right? It's like if I care about this person enough, then I need to show face at their event, right? Like,
but also I feel like it's like if you care about them enough, it shouldn't even feel that way.
Yeah.
Like it's like I get to go.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to go.
Sometimes I just don't like leaving my house.
Well,
Yeah, sometimes you don't.
I think that's a personality difference. Is that you are very much the type of person that thinks like that, which is good. That's a good positive attitude on life. Some other people
don't have that.
Yeah, they for whatever.
I like being in my house.
Whatever, you know, fathers beating the shit out of them. You know, immigrant parents that didn't teach you emotional maturity, right? Happened in your young childhood. Like sometimes you grow up without the pre-downloaded notion of like, yay, like I get to do that shit.
Right.
And and you got to learn it on your own in some way, shape, or form, whether at 30 or 25 or 10. But I like that part of Asian culture because it is like the Confucian way of like society versus like this individual way of society that America has versus Asia, right? There's definite like little things that each can learn from each other. The Confucian way has many, many downsides, which is why I think America laps them in like innovation in terms of like successful startups and companies that are born here versus like Asians tend to copy and perfect it because they're way better at the systemization and that type of things. But for you yourself, well, before we get into like, I'm going to get into like a little section of questions about like moving on, I guess, what that looks like for you and for anyone. But what about us? What about the rest of our painful breakup stories? You have a very famous one. You got cheated on. Watch your girlfriend schlobbing another man's schmeat.
Yeah, I regret that because I was like a little fucking cuck. Well, not actually a cuck. I didn't watch it, but I did see it.
You did watch it.
Yeah, but like I didn't like it.
You didn't enjoy it, yeah.
No, it actually
Destroyed
hurt
you.
deeply. My shit was just I had no self-worth. I felt like I was so truly alone in this world that I just latched on to her. And it was this weird sense of like, damn, I love you, but holy fuck, I hate you. Like, I love you, but I hate you for what you did to me.
Yeah.
So it just became so toxic, because it's just, as a human being, while you're dealing with that hurt and then still loving them, it's like, I didn't know how to heal properly. And honestly, I don't even think, on a deep level, I wanted to heal, but like while I was living through that shit, those were also the most like tumultuous periods of my life.
How long did y'all date after you found out about that?
Technically, we weren't dating. It was that like kind of like we hang out every day, blah blah blah. Like, we're still fucking.
Like, how long do you talk then?
Probably like a year and a half.
Damn.
Yeah, and it didn't stop until she moved to California, actually, to Big Bear. And a large part of why she moved was to just like sever that relationship we had. And like as she became a woman, like it just
Man.
like moving on with life and becoming your own person. And it really, that part also kind of fucked me up. It was like, I'm older by like 2 years and I didn't have enough self-worth or knowledge to be able, or like inner strength to be able to do that. Like, if it had been left up to me, I don't know how long it would have taken for me to leave. And she got fucked by a lot of dudes like while we were talking to each other.
Damn.
Yeah.
You are a cuck. Let's go. Another cuck on the team.
Another?
Kira.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nah, that shit. But for what it's worth, it did teach me to never, like, once I rebuilt myself back up, like, I'll never deal with that shit again.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, is anyone going to ask me about my breakups? Because I'm the one. I'm
Sure.
asking.
What was your worst
questions.
breakup?
When it's just me and Vit, by the way, I just sit there like waiting for him to ask me the question back. And I go, so anyways, for me, I like stare at him like, that's the question. And then he's just like, yep.
Well, I just, my brain is just like, just pick it up. Just say it.
Fuck you. It's a conversation. Someone's going to ask me the question.
What about you?
Yeah,
Thank
what's
you.
your worst breakup?
Oh, wow. You guys actually care what I have to say? That's insane. Anyways, I don't know about worst breakup, but I think the most painful breakup is definitely my first love when I was 19. This girl from Thailand, Thai exchange student at Parsons in New York, and she was just leaving. Like we knew that date was like her leaving back to Thailand and like the end of her foreign exchange program. So I meet her. My first ever Tinder date I ever went on when Tinder was like first came out. That's how and then so like go on this date, don't expect anything of it, literally end up like liking her, spend almost every day with her, right? Like what? Because I'm working in the city, she's going to school in the city, I'm going to like sleep at her place, like it's like legit, like it felt like a actual adult relationship, right? And then so I'm like falling very deeply in love with this girl, definitely the first time I fell in love with a woman. And then she leaves, and it was like, because nothing was wrong, like everything was, we were at like the height of like being in love with each other, my first time being in love. I never had cried over like a relationship before. I'm only 19, right? And I legit like broke down into tears at the airport saying bye to her. And it was like involuntary crying. And then like once I finally was able to say goodbye to her, I had to like run to the bathroom and like literally sit there for like 15 minutes before I could even walk, because I was like profusely crying. And it was like the first time I'd ever been overtaken by emotion like that over something. And it was just like, it felt unfair, It's like, well, she's got to leave and blah, blah, blah. But we still talked. And then she came back and we started our relationship again, except she had a boyfriend back in Thailand.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
And you knew that?
Wow.
Huh?
Wow.
Well, she went back to Thailand and it took like almost 2 years for her to come back, right?
And she came back for you?
Yeah, and she came back for me.
Holy
so that in the
shit.
2 years, I go to college. We're completely single, right? Like I was a little slut in college. So like, I'm doing my thing. She's a couple years older than me. So she's had this guy that was pursuing her the whole time. She starts dating him. And yeah, and I knew that too. I knew they started dating, but she was like, oh, like I have an opportunity to come work as like an architect. She was an architect in New York. Like I'm going to take it and I want to like see you. Like I want to see you again. I'm like, okay. So like we just took it slow at first, but like it was like instant, just like romance again, right? And then the second time she left, she was still crying, but it was almost like I didn't feel that same level of like It was almost like the love was like no longer as intense, or it was just like, it felt just very real. I almost felt relief that she was leaving. It was like, finally.
Like I can move on
Yeah.
from this.
Yeah. And and then my last relationship was, I feel like every relationship other than that one, I was so far checked out of the relationship by the time we actually broke up. It wasn't like hard or painful, and I was the one leaving. And then with girls, if they're not ready to leave and you want to leave, there's like this like, and you don't want to hurt them, there's like this 3-month buffer dance you have to do of like trying to break up and not being able to, because they literally won't let you. And like and then so for every other relationship, it was like easy because it was like that push pull like I'm just emotionally exhausted and like relieved to finally be out of it. But yeah.
Wait, so okay, as someone who's never really been in a relationship, I don't understand that. Like,
Not being allowed to leave.
yeah, so you're like, I'm leaving. They're like, no. Like,
So imagine this. You want two people in a relationship, right? Me and my ex. I am, for whatever reason, checked out. I'll use my longest relationship as an example. We dated for 2 years, but we were on and off for like the last year, full year, because it was like me trying to break up with her. We also worked together. So it's like we would break up, heartbreaking event, right? I'd go into work and she's there, right? And then we'd work together the whole night, and then she'd come up and be like, can we talk after work? And I'd be like, I'm not an asshole, right? I'd be like, yeah, we could talk. We're sitting in her car. She's crying. She's a woman I care about. She's crying. And it's like the second a woman's tears start and a woman like you want to like do anything to like stop the tears, right? Like as a man, once you fall in love and you see the woman you love start to tear, manipulative women too, they know that and they use that, right? It's like, oh, if I start crying, I get more of what I want. So that's something to be aware of as well. But she starts crying, and then it's just like, please stop crying, blah, blah, blah. And then like by the end of it, it's like, I guess we can like, talk at least. Like I won't like I'm ending that relationship being like, we have to be no contact. Otherwise the breakup won't happen. Right. By the very next time we work together, I'm back to like, we can talk. And then probably the next time I see her, we're having sex again. And then 2 days later, we're just back together. Right. And then that cycle happened for dead ass a year. And then eventually I was just like, I'm fucking done. I have to end it. And I was like, blocked her cold turkey. And she didn't work at the place that I worked at anymore. She got fired for a bullshit reason. So I was like, this is like actually my chance to like get out of this relationship, because now we won't see each other at work. She started not eating. She would like legit not eat and like threaten to kill herself and like all this crazy shit, right? And then her sister showed up at my job to press me, to be like, what the fuck did you do to my sister? Like, and it was just like this whole dramatic shit. So it's just like, that's what I mean by like can't leave. Like she would like threaten to kill herself, like all this crazy shit. And like she was obviously
and that's
never
normal? Like that's
no, that's
that's
not
not
normal.
normal.
That's
Okay.
highly emotionally manipulative.
Yeah.
Also like an extreme situation.
That's an extreme.
Yeah.
But I'm giving like that. I'm showing you like the build up to that, right? Like the normal is like crying,
Yeah.
right? Tears. And then you'll notice you won't know this because you've never been in love. Even though you know in your mind, like this is the right, even me, a guy like me, right? Like
Right.
I've been the same guy always.
like a steadfast person.
yeah, I'm very, very steadfast. And like, especially when I've decided like this is the right thing to do, usually you cannot change my mind, right? And it's like, especially when I do not spit that everywhere. Just fucking swallow it. You got that shit. Let's fucking go.
You went down the wrong hole?
Bro, bro,
Are you all right?
he was about to spit it. He's like, do not spit that shit.
I locked the fuck in, dude.
He locked
I don't
it.
give a shit. I'll finish it too.
I saw him in pain.
Crying.
Bro, I saw him in pain. He's like, do not spit that shit everywhere. Swallow that shit.
I would never, dude.
That was fucking hilarious.
That's crazy.
Yo, he looked like he was in so much pain.
I forgot the point. I forgot where I was.
You're a steadfast person.
Oh yeah, dude. The second once you're in love with a woman and you watch her cry, like you'll cut your own fucking toe off if you needed to.
Yeah.
I also think it's normalized, maybe not normal, but way too normalized, where if you're in a long-term relationship, very rarely does it end after just one conversation without extremities, of course, like abuse or whatever. If it's just the relationship isn't working, you guys are arguing, blah, blah, blah. I feel like if you two truly love each other or even like each other, it's this whole cycle of like, okay, well, maybe we'll try one more time.
Like it's hard to snip
Let's
Yeah, it's
what
not.
people
it's
tend to
ever
do
that
is
easy.
they'll
Yeah,
focus on one problem in the relationship. Well, if we can fix that, then it'll fix everything else, and then blah
And
blah
then it
blah.
doesn't.
No,
And
it
then-
doesn't.
It's also, well, and in most cases, when it's not like an event triggering the breakup, it's one person's grown out of it, right? So I had realized like this relationship is not for me. while she was probably the best girl I've dated, like in terms of like wife quality, like all the things that I say that I want, whenever, like I just knew, like we didn't get along. Like it was just mainly her like being like obsessive over me, and I liked that in the beginning, but like that can only carry you for so long. When I realized that we have literally zero in common, like straight up zero in common, and like you have zero goals that align with my goals. Like you are just willing to make you're just willing to change and bend over backwards for what I want, which was attractive in year 1. But like as year 2 comes on and I wanted like a partner that I respect at the end of the day, right? Like I'm like, you haven't made yourself that person for me, and you're just not that person. And I'm like, all right, and we gotta break up over this. And she doesn't want to, obviously, right? So then that is really, really, really painful for one side. And then if you don't, I loved her, like I grew to really love her, right? And it's like watching her be in so much pain, I just keep, okay, fine, like we could be together. I guess we'll try again. Like you're gonna be better. And I'm like, but there's nothing to be better. You never did anything wrong. This is just who you are. And I realized I'm not gonna be with you forever.
And of course, those qualities that you liked are still there too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and you know, sex, like the
it's not
second,
nothing. It's not
yeah,
nothing.
the second you have sex again, it's like the endorphins. That's another thing about why people are in toxic relationships. I hear so much about like, oh, but the sex is so great. It's like, that's why. Like, what? You're literally destroying your life and your psyche over a fucking nut. Like,
yeah, it's fair.
Well, but sometimes the sex is really great.
yeah, it
Yeah, I
is.
mean,
trust me, and it's addicting and fucking. It's a prison.
Yeah, it's not just the physical; it's also the spiritual. Like
Yeah.
you're intertwining yourself with another person's spirit.
OD.
It's addicting.
Yep.
And you think it's like, then you have like the idea of ownership. Like you think this person's mine. Like, and so that's why it hurts when you think about like they're with someone else, or could be potentially with someone else. Cause like you think that you own them, you know, essentially. You don't actually think like, oh, I own this person. I mean, we
belong to each other. Like this is my person.
Yes.
And now they're gonna be with other people. Like
Like
the
they
thought of
can't-
that starts
yeah.
to disgust you.
But when you back out, it's like, oh, well, this is just another person who I did not own. Like they just happened to share their life with me, and I'm also someone who chose to share my life with them. When you think of it like that, it becomes a little bit easier to like let go of that very toxic, manipulative idea of ownership.
I can't wait to watch Ian in his first relationship.
Yeah, I'm gonna start clowning you. No, I'm not gonna do that though.
He's like, yeah, I'm gonna start clowning.
I'm gonna just look at you like, let it out.
I actually don't think Ian will be like any of us in a relationship.
I mean, yeah,
don't
well,
think so.
he sounds more secure, and that usually comes from like, you know,
Healthy parents.
healthy parenting who could tell you that like there's emotional permanence. You know, there's the idea that like just because you don't see it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not that this person doesn't love you. I definitely didn't have emotional permanence. It's like if we were fighting, I'd be like, oh my god, she hates me, but that's not the case. Like I had to learn that the hard
Absolutely.
way.
And that's something that I never see people talking about.
What?
Emotional permanence. It's a very big thing, actually.
Break it down more.
Um
What is emotional permanence?
I've never heard of it actually.
all right, so object permanence, this thing is here.
Forever and ever.
This
Yes.
shit is not there,
Yeah, now you obviously know it's behind my hand.
but it's
Now-
still there.
Exactly. Emotional permanence is the same idea, but now with emotions. I tell you I love you, and we're fighting at the height of our fight.
And I think no longer, and I erase the fact that you love me.
Exactly.
Mm.
So that usually comes from
Wow, that's actually so valid.
That makes sense.
Or
though.
like that's a real thing. I mean,
yeah, it's a real thing, and usually comes from parenting, right? And I would say that trauma is not just what has happened to you, but what you didn't receive when you thought you should have received it. So I definitely didn't receive love the way I thought I should have received it. And it was very much tailored to my performance. Like there were times where my mom would like fucking mistreat me, right? And I love my mom. It's nothing that it's not an attacker, but just coming from like her background, like
Immigrant parents.
her parents, right? This is like the whole generational curse thing. Like I would think, oh well, I did something wrong. I need to fix it. I need to fix it. And that's like this anxious way of resolving an issue. And then there's people like you, my brother, who seem to be more avoidant. Like you probably feel like you need to be a parent yourself.
Mhm.
And so you're like, when you're dealing with that, it's like, man, I'm not dealing with that bullshit. Like, so that's literally the difference between people. There's like
so what's the healthy way?
secure. That's where
You
you,
like you do a problem, you're like,
well,
it'll fix itself. Like,
no.
what's the
No, that's more avoidant.
Yeah.
Secure would be able to like sit them down, have a conductive talk, work through the
secure
problem.
just is the proper one. So whatever like the best case scenario of working through that would be like the secure way of doing it.
Yeah, and then just walking through them, like talking to the communication is the biggest thing. It's like, hey, I love you. I'm upset with you for these things, but that doesn't mean I don't love you. And then having that conversation. But it's more difficult when you realize that everyone's from different backgrounds, have different upbringing. And so sometimes you can have a conversation with an avoidant person. And they're like, man, nah, fuck that shit. I'm not dealing with this shit. I ain't pussy. And it's like, okay, we're not having that productive conversation. Or with an anxious person, it's like, hey, I love you, but I just need some space. And the anxious person might be like, no, but I can fix it. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's like, you know, that's becomes the difficult part. And then
avoidance like, fuck you then. Anxious is like, no, please don't leave.
Yeah.
And then there's disorganized, which is the combination
It's both, yeah.
That's what I am. That shit
Disorganized?
sucks.
Absolute mess. Wrecked.
I've talked to 2 therapists and they've both said it, and then everything aligns.
Yeah.
Are attachment styles like reversible or like?
Yeah, no, it's
that's
all
that's the goal. Is that you should be working towards being a secure, attached person, right? If
There's
you
actually
wanna help the relationship.
there's hella books about it. There's
so many
things out there that you can ingest to like help you learn, but like you still have to put the work in, and it takes years.
It's a constant and you'd be what I think is the most jarring fact about reality is getting older and realize. Like when you're a child, you look at adults like they've got all the answers. Then you become an adult and you have no answers. And you're like, what the fuck? Just getting older didn't give me the answers like I thought everyone had. You look around at everyone that was the age of you looking up to people. And you're like, none of y'all have any fucking clue what you're doing. All of you are a mess, right?
Yeah.
And I was a child looking up at you like, you're 30. You got shit figured out. I turned 30. I'm like, honestly, I got it more figured out than most 30-year-olds, and I don't got shit figured out, to be honest. Yeah. And then I look at some 30-year-olds, I'm like, yo, you're a fucking mess. You're worse than like some people at 16, right?
Yeah, right.
And it's like, damn. And that's the jarring reality. It's like you can go 40, even 50.
Oh yeah,
even
some people
60.
Some people never learn.
Some people die, and that's when you see bitter old people, and you're like, that's a miserable fuck who just makes everyone's life worse around them. That's what happened. That's why those people were born, because they did not 1 ounce of work on themselves. And once they got older, they realized there's nothing to fix anymore. They've driven away anyone that would have ever cared about them with all their terrible fucking habits. And they're realizing, damn, if I should have started working on this shit when I was 35 when I first realized it, but I was too pussy. And now that I'm 75, I'm going to die in probably 3 years. And my children hate me, right? Like life fucking sucks. And so if you are, everyone has shitty fucking problems. You just got to fucking work through it nonstop.
Yeah.
Nonstop.
Yeah. My advice is read books. Literally, like, all the answers are out there. There's no one else is going to fucking do it for you. And trust me, like, this shit, it might be a long ass road. But if you don't fucking start, you're going to be like,
it's not even read books anymore.
Performative as fuck, by the way.
It's
Are you
reading.
kidding me?
It's obviously you can read
Mickey
books,
Mouse ass laugh.
but it's there's genuinely big YouTube creators who have a background in therapy.
Oh yeah,
just like us,
dude. The
dollar store therapy.
The guy that y'all
for only
had
$10 on Fourth Wall on AboveTheInfluenceShow.com. You can get the best therapy possible. You heard us spitting bars right here. Imagine us answering the solution to all your problems. Go down below, sign up.
We have wait, you graduated college, right?
No.
Oh, so we have one college degree between the 4 of us, dude. That's solid.
That's sick as fuck.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually, college degrees indoctrinate you. That's why it's better we don't, because we can give you the perspective that you really need.
And I feel like
it's, at the end of the day,
therapy.
it's just talking about the life lessons we've learned so far.
Anyway, sorry to cut you off. I just need to
all
plug the
good.
Fourth Wall real fast.
You guys had that the guy who does therapy.
Dr. K.
Yeah,
He's goated.
yeah. No,
K,
he a lot of his videos helped me as well.
I would love to have Dr. K back on.
I don't have. I wasn't on that previous episode, so I don't have his contact or nothing.
Yeah, he was fire.
Yeah.
There was this,
You should just DM him. I'm sure he'll recognize.
I think he
face.
follows me. Yeah,
yeah, he's fire.
we hit it off. I wore a suit top.
He really
Fire.
liked the suit
with
the shorts.
Yeah, no, he's super smart. There's also this you should hit her up actually. Her name is Sabrina Sohar. She's
I don't know.
she's big on like anxious attachment. That she's fucking hilarious too. She's
love,
very vulgar.
Yeah, I love the that's the type of content I also enjoy too. Is just like dissecting like why people are the way they are. I think I personally think about that a lot, which is what makes. Which I think is like my talent in business is like seeing why people are the way they are, what drives them, what makes them do the things I want them to do. and applying
Like
it.
extreme
Whoa.
empathy.
Extreme empathy.
You said make them do the things that you
That
want
is
them
the
to do?
definition of being a leader, right? Like, how do I get you to do the thing I need you to do for our collective goal, for you to
how
understand
to
that it's the
motivate
best thing for you to do as well, right? And if I was to just be like, I'm fucking paying you do that shit, would that work? It never does, right? Then you hate me and you hate being at work, and that doesn't create A players.
It hits harder when you say, this doesn't instill confidence in me and you, or like when you go like, oh, you disappointed me, like that.
I like the like, this doesn't make me confident that you could do this continuously, because it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
And it's not that like I'm not like reprimanding you or like you're fucking up, like blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, what do you want, right? And you want this thing, you want more money, you want a bigger position here, right? I always learn their personal goals first, because that's what I'm using to motivate them, right? It's not about what I want, it's about what you want. For you to get to what you're doing, this will not get you there.
Yeah.
I will have to stop you from getting there, because if you end up in the position that you want, delivering this level of work, it'll fuck me.
Yeah.
And as much as I love you, I like me more. And like, I'm not about to fuck me over giving you everything you want for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you communicate it well.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that is a skill that gets everyone very far in life, is just learning how people attach, how people are motivated, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's interesting how like you can see what kind of percentage you are of them as well too.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like
You
no
know-
one's 100% one thing.
Yeah, and you can see like you can lean into all of them, or you can lean
What
heavily
do you
into
think
another.
you are?
What I am?
Yeah.
I used to be dismissive avoidant, like 90%,
Mhm.
and now I'm like getting close to secure.
Like you're still avoidant, or like you're a little secure with some avoidant?
Mostly secure with some avoidant.
Like 60-40 secure?
yeah, probably like that now.
So why are you still a whore?
What?
Well, I feel like avoidant is most whore.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're like a whore, you typically are avoidant.
Avoidant, yeah.
Because you're able to constantly like,
dip out.
yeah, exactly. Like you've trained that part of you to like leave quickly and like find again, and leave quickly and
I
find
don't know.
again.
There's some people who are avoidant and just don't like
Wait.
doing that either.
We're freeing my boy of his question.
What
Or
was
statement.
my question?
I was like, if you're secure, why are you still a whore?
I'm not.
Cap.
Caparoonie.
He's low key like a second Brando, if you think about
Oh
it.
yeah, he reminds like the
Yeah. I
Brando
don't like that
vibes.
label.
A little bit less psychopathic.
Yeah, way less psychopathic.
Yeah.
I don't like that label.
Hey, we said you were less psychopathic.
No, you're better. You're more jacked. You do cooler shit.
Tats.
You're just as artistic.
the
You
one.
also like Asian
I was
women.
about to say
Like
that's the one in between. That's the one bridge.
and you're white and tall and quiet. No, they have a few bridges. Let's be real.
yeah,
White, tall, artistic, mysterious.
A bit quiet. Yeah, quiet.
Yeah. Into Asian women.
Into
He
anyone
was not
who's
having
beautiful.
fun with this question.
Dude, it's a classic Tristan
Attractive.
slow blink, dude.
Yeah. When Tristan doesn't want to answer something, it takes so long to
There's
answer.
just one of
blink.
those where I'm like, I can't believe this question's being asked to me, that I'm like, I wish I just vanished and wasn't here.
This is why he doesn't want the camera.
One of the main reasons, yeah. But I would just, I'll stay
right.
anonymous.
But yeah, if you are promiscuous, you're typically avoidant.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'm pretty avoidant, unfortunately.
Because I would say I'm like secure, leaning anxious, but I would still love like mostly secure, but I do have some anxious qualities. But I would like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking like, and I would love to be fucking more. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just interesting that you said that, like that's an avoidant thing when I feel like I'm the exact opposite of that. But I'm also like,
I think for you, it's born out of you're like, it's not a trauma response. Your desire to fuck more.
yeah.
I think so when I was like out and about, I feel like when I got out of that 5-year
Out and
relationship,
about.
when I got out of that 5-year relationship, I felt I was way more avoidant. But that's because I wasn't faced with something that made me face my trauma. Like when I really was like into my my recent ex, and she was someone that I felt like I'm like, oh, this is who I've been looking for essentially. So it made me face my traumas, and it made me essentially face who I was as a child, which is an anxious kid.
Yeah.
So that's why. If I didn't give a fuck, like even my previous relationship, I didn't give a fuck. Like literally half the time, I was just mean and very cruel and cold because I didn't give a fuck. So I was more avoidant, if anything.
And now you're what, anxious?
Yeah, I'm definitely anxious. But now I've overall I've chilled out a lot more. Like there's a lot of like I have tons of problems. Like I'm sure running a company is just, it's stressful as shit. Like there's constant issues. But I realized there's nothing I could do besides handle it one thing at a time. Like what requires my attention now? And then I handle that. And then I handle that. And then I realized I'm like, bro, I have dealt with a lot of other shit and I'm still alive. I have an apartment. Like I eat well. What am I worried about, really? Life keeps going on and I'm gonna be okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think practicing your words, practicing gratitude, definitely
Helps.
is a very overlooked way of handling life.
Yeah.
Do you
And I
think
say books, by the way, because I think, was it you or was it the science guy that said the Miracle Morning?
Science guy, I never read that.
Okay, yeah, the Miracle Morning. That's like another form of like practicing affirmations or practicing gratitude as well. Like
You just say shit in the morning.
not necessarily in the morning, but the idea was in that book is that like if you articulate to yourself, like specifically to like yourself in the mirror, like I'm this, I'm that, I'm gonna do this. I'm like all these are affirmations.
I mean,
And
that's how I changed my whole life when I was 17. I became a whole new person.
Yeah, it's just literally they call it neuroplasticity.
Learn that shit without a book.
Neuroplasticity.
Maybe I should write one.
Write a book. I would love to see the book you write.
It's like 6 pages long. I give up.
It wouldn't even make it 6 pages. It's like, this shit is boring.
You guys are forgetting. Actually, I'm very good with words.
No,
My
you
strength
might
was-
be good with words, but you're not good with doing something for a long time.
Yeah,
I could see him write like one of those poem books where it's like 60 pages, but each page is like,
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Short little quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it just takes him like 3
That would
years to
probably
complete.
be the best way for you to write a book.
yeah.
Like just
The
one-liners.
older I grow, the more I'm starting to really believe I have ADHD.
I think you are looking for excuses for your bad behavior.
Okay.
Have you
Maybe
ever
that-
done
maybe that.
Adderall?
Huh?
Have you ever done Adderall?
Yeah, and I fucking hate it.
Do you get high?
Yeah.
Then you probably don't have ADHD.
But I would like bust that shit down and snort a lot of it. So that's I don't care what I say.
All right, let's go to you moving on in
Okay.
life. This type of breakup is weird because like it's obvious like you're gonna still love her, right?
Yeah, I love her very much.
What do you think moving on even looks like then?
Well, I do hope to get back with her, but that is completely up to God in life.
Do you think you're gonna date in the meantime?
No.
Not
no.
at all.
Ever.
I don't know about ever.
What if 3 years later you're not together?
I think it'll just happen when it's something that my brother recommended me that was really good was he's like, don't look to date, like make friends. Like if you find someone that you find interesting, be their friend. That way there's no emotional ties and you get to really know them, right? Before you decide to make it something more. And that I feel like also puts a level of respect between me and women. Cause like I'm then not looking to because I think before it's like if I wasn't interested in you, then I wouldn't talk to you. It was so rigid. Now it's more like, hey, I can be friends with you. I fuck with you and I can hang out with you and it doesn't necessarily need to be more. You're not my best friend. I'm not looking to hang out with you every day, but I have a respectful relationship and I'm like, you know what? I find interest in you. I'll ask you out. I already have the tools of like confident enough to like how I'm going to go about that and approach that, but I don't need to access those tools right away.
That's my next question. You think you're gonna be rusty?
Nah.
You think you're just going to get back up on the horse, prime Eddie?
Prime? I don't know because I'm not looking to fuck them.
Riz me up right now.
Huh?
Said riz me up right
Riz
now.
him up right now. How would the new Eddie riz up?
I would not riz him up.
How would he do it?
I would not riz him up.
No,
Okay,
I
not
won't.
riz
right
him
now.
up,
Now
I'm
I'm a
saying.
her. I'm a her right now. Play along, dude.
It's kind of hard when he's wearing a shirt like that, bro.
What does it say?
It
Are you
says,
there, God?
"Are you there, God? It's a me, Mario."
That's fire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna riz him up, bro.
Okay, so you think that you just be able to right back on the horse?
I think it'll come when it comes. Like I'm not really thinking about that. It's not even like in the forefront of my mind. I'm thinking about how can I just
Heal.
fucking heal, and then it'll come when it comes. I don't think whether it's her or if there's somebody else, it will happen, and I don't have to be anyone besides myself.
I'm thinking about it. I think that I don't know if I've ever purposefully taken time to like heal from a relationship until probably this last one where I have claimed I've been healing for the last 6 years, but it's been 6 years.
But you had a relationship in between that.
Everyone's on their own path.
Yeah, like I had a relationship. Like it wasn't like
It was different.
yeah, it wasn't labeled, but and then I don't even know, like I obviously know in what ways that's deeply traumatized me, but like I don't know what healing can be done. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I mean, do you actually face those emotions?
I faced them quite a lot in the early days.
How are you facing them though?
Just fucking today?
In general.
Oh, like back then I was just fucking profusely crying and like not able to fucking even do anything at all other than grieve, right?
Okay, but like have you dissected you said earlier that you were like that sometimes it's hard for you to like get in find out where that emotion's coming from. So like I think going in there, sitting with the discomfort of those emotions, because naturally those shits are uncomfortable emotions. You
I mean,
don't wanna sit with them.
but I did that a lot, like in the beginning, right? It's
Yeah.
just like it's just time has like now given me the ability to not feel like dying every time I think about it.
Yeah, but I think that like dive back in there, in your meditation is one to be able to get in there, and then when you get in there, what are those emotions trying to say, and then where do you think you need to heal from there? That's like the hard part, because like that, no matter how much coaching I've done or how much reading I've done, nothing can prepare you more for sitting there and then diving into what is this emotion trying to say. A lot of the healing that I've done now is less centered around the actual breakup and more centered around me as a child and letting go of a lot of ideas that caused me a lot of pain.
Yep.
So one of the exercises that I had was you meditate and then you bring yourself into a room that you're familiar with.
Oh.
So yeah, it's the
That's what I
Victoria
did.
song.
Oh, I just hit myself. That's what I did.
And then when you're familiar there, then you see yourself at whatever age, and then you have a conversation and you imagine what this version of you is saying. And that, like, I felt a lot better. And then now when I have conversations, it wasn't like, oh my God, you dumb or you this or whatever. It comes from like, all right, what do we want? How are we feeling? And then I literally have a conversation. Like if I start getting worried, I'm like, oh, like, I don't know, she doesn't love me anymore. I'm like, well, no, that's not true. Why do we think that? And I have these thorough discussions with myself, which is really just in my inner child. And I feel like that's the healing, where I've now rewritten the script that I have for myself.
That shit works.
It works. So I think, and I know for you have a lot of that you should do, because every single time that you ever get emotional, I've seen it is usually centered around your mom, your childhood, the way you've behaved. And when I started doing this healing, one of my first thoughts was you. I don't want to get emotional, but that's why I also like when I think about my family, when I think about you, you're like synonymous with that. Cause like, you know, you like, for me, it was hard moving.
You're okay, man.
Yeah, I know. It was hard moving because it was like leaving my family, specifically leaving my brother. And then part of the healing that I realized was that like why I'm so close to my brother is because he's like my first love. Like he's the first person I felt safe with. And then I never thought I was going to have that. And I met your ass. And then I was like, now I have another who's in my life who just basically represents that for me. So then in this healing, I thought about you a lot too. And I've been afraid to tell you things like that because I'm like, oh man, I want to just like let him do his thing. But at the same time, I'm like, oh man, like I want you to have this too, you know? I want you to like face those really uncomfortable emotions, and they're terrifying because it's like there's so much guilt that comes about it. It makes you think about like, you're not worthy of love, you're not worthy of this, but it's not true at all. Yeah, man, I know you don't know how to do it, but you're not going to learn until you start.
Well, I think I have done a lot of it. Like, and it's obviously not in the same way, and you can argue it's not as healthier, but like, I've ego deathed so many times on mushrooms and then also ayahuasca. And like, while those are like drug induced, like force recognizations with your inner child, like everything you've said, like 100% I've done forcibly during those moments. And then after those moments, when I'm having like the wow, I was just like really forcibly confronted with like all my childhood traumas and everything, right? Like it's like inevitably for the weeks and months to come, like I sit on it, I pray on it, think on it, I start journaling, right? Like I do these practices. Like I don't think there's any way that from who I was and what I acted like 3 years ago to like who I am right now that I could have gotten to this person without facing those on in my own way. And like what you're doing right now is essentially like I had to do like a year of that in like 1 weekend on ayahuasca essentially. So like that's why like I came back and it was like a completely different person, right? Like jarring, like too much at once, right?
Yeah.
And then it sprung me back the other way where I went right back to being a hoe. And then like, you know what I mean? And then eventually though, like what I faced in that trip, like what I was shown and the things, they never go away. I saw that. I had to deal with that. I had to realize that about myself. That is now information in my brain, right? And I now have my own practices of how I go about it. Like I've always been a very intense person, right? So I'm like, oh, let me just do 6 grams of mushrooms and then cry guttural screams for hours and then like I'll be better, you know?
Yeah.
And then I did that a few times. I'm like, actually that's really dangerous and really bad for me. And it didn't really truly fix anything long term. So I will have healthier practices like journaling and just in general, like just trying to improve myself as a man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess now that you mention it, it is similar to that. I just think I'm doing it without the drugs and
You're doing it in a longer lasting, healthier way for sure.
Yeah, because I can imagine that it's like what you said. It's like you gain the knowledge, but it doesn't stay because it really wasn't yours. You're borrowing it.
That quote I always say when we talk about psychedelics, like Carl Jung being like, beware of unearned wisdom. That's what it is. It's unearned wisdom. You are stealing wisdom from the universe that it was never meant to be given to you at that time yet. So inevitably, the just always corrects itself. Like you may have thought what it does is it gives you an ego about it. Oh, I've learned. Look at me. I'm so emotionally intelligent. I've done so much self work. All you did was do drugs for 8 hours, right? And like learn. And now you have this ego that you've learned all these things that should have taken you years to learn, but you learned it in a weekend. And like you think you're fixed now because of it, and then you inevitably end up not changing anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I love that anime, Full Metal Alchemist. The first rule of alchemy.
Oh yeah, that's equivalent exchange.
Yeah, it is 100% a fact.
But yeah, I'm glad you're doing that. I think I have I appreciate you looking out for me in that way. But I think I've been doing it myself and for a long time. I think that even just starting this journey of like I've got to get rich, I've got to take care of people, I've got to be an entrepreneur, started with that, with facing truths, very uncomfortable emotional truths about myself and my situation. And I did that at 20, and that's when I started my journey. And ever since then, right, it's always been the smaller things. Like while the big realizations of drugs and ego deaths like really jarred me into learning a lot at once, like it was a small shit I did over time, like journaling. That's why I always say journaling. Like you're saying, like talking to your child, I can go look at my thoughts from like 3 years ago, right? And like quantify, like it is like talking to me because it's like I write it like I'm sending a letter to myself in the future. And when I read it back and I can talk to myself from 3 years ago and see what the he was worrying about, what he was thinking about, what I think about now, it's so much easier to even think about how to go in the future. And yeah.
For what it's worth, I think you're perfect, Wootak.
You're hired already.
You don't got
Ian.
shit to work on.
You don't gotta do all that. You already got a job. All right. Well, that was wonderful. We've been filming for what, hour 45? Let's hit that banana bread.
Yeah.
You good over there, bro?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I love self-growth.
Deadass.
No, I'm just looking at him in his blind box and the fishnet saying that shit.
The fishnet was funny, bro.
I would say, nah, it's like, if it's one thing I can really narrow down about life that I'm super passionate about, it would be self-growth. That's what I obsess about.
Facts.
So I love digesting this conversation. I love that Eddie came and brought a different air that really allowed this.
Mm-hmm.
I love how eloquently you spoke about everything. And obviously you've been putting in the work because
For sure.
in order to say the things you were saying, obviously you need to be aware and knowledgeable about them. And yeah, I just really liked this episode.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last thing, a thought had crossed my mind, and I just want to impart this. The biggest thing I think that helped with my healing journey and whatever was honestly, and it popped into my mind when we were talking about emotional permanence, right? I used to focus on the pain that my dad brought me so much. And how he would handle when he was mad at me and whatever. And I feel like the most important thing that I ever started focusing on was my mother's love for me and my love for my mother.
Mhm.
That's what honestly brought me back to God. The more I grew and the more I understood the whole selfless love that she showed me, and that instilled a belief that, okay, if she as a human can do that, why can't God do that?
Mhm.
Right? And that's what brought me back to God. And when it came to emotional permanence, my mom, obviously, parent, has been mad at me in my life and whatever, but there has never been one moment where I, even as a child, even whatever, where I thought my mother is mad at me, she doesn't love me anymore, right? And the more I focused on the love she showed me and that, the more it instilled this belief that, you know, someone can be mad at me. No,
And
they're not
still
my
love
dad.
me.
Yeah, they still love me. So that's the last thing I wanted to say.
Sick.
I think if you focus more on the love you've been shown in your life rather than the hate, and you conceptualize when you have been shown hate that they are still an imperfect person and they have their own traumas, and unfortunately they hurt you in trying to deal with who they are, that's really the key to healing.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Fuck this guy.
I just wanted to like confirm, you know, like be like heard you king, but the word that came out was sick. I wanted to ask Ian, as somebody who I would say had a healthy upbringing, right, comparatively at least.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What are you? Do you feel like you learned anything from the back and forths?
Yeah, I mean, more than anything, it sounds like things I should avoid.
Like what?
Like maybe even red flags in relationships where it seems like this is going downhill and it seems like they're not willing to separate, something like that. Or
Like how to break up with somebody.
yeah,
maybe.
how to properly break up with someone, saving you and their emotional state, right? Yeah, I think that's very important. I do fear, like, because of my lack of trauma, both familial and romantic, that one day when I do encounter it, for example, my parents will die, right?
Mhm.
That I'm not going to be like equipped for it. So I think that more than anything is like just like learning about like, yeah, how you guys cope, and then also how to prevent it if possible.
Yeah, that is the one downside.
Yeah.
That thought has definitely crossed my mind whenever we talk about our differences.
Yeah.
Because it's like, as much bad has happened to me, like, I take it with a caveat that I learned lessons I felt like I needed to learn through those painful measures.
Yeah, I also think I had early success in life because I was forced through a lot of lessons early as well. So it was like, while I hated it when I couldn't see the benefit, right? And I'm just like, it was just like, woe is me. Why am I the one getting dunked on by life, right? But then later in life, and as I'm like duking on everyone around me, I'm like, that's why, because I was dunked on so early. I'm not afraid of being posterized, right?
Yeah.
I'm just like going up for layups every time.
And I will say though, I think also like you can learn beneficial things
Without getting dunked on.
Yeah, without getting
Absolutely.
it's like you can also just like have someone around who's performing well. You
Yeah.
know, like that's a great way to learn how to perform well.
That's very true.
So
I think that, yeah, well, how to do better is easy because you can look at it, but then how to deal with the shit parts,
That's hard.
That's like
hard.
you've recognized.
yeah.
It is hard. And I'm wondering, because like, yeah, like we can agree, like, yeah, while trauma might put you ahead in some ways if you can learn from it, but you can still learn from other people's trauma.
Yep.
But not in the reverse way. And I'm like, how do you prepare for that without pain? I think pain is
I
a
don't know if it's
necessary lesson.
possible.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
pain is 100% must be felt. It's necessary.
Well,
It's balance.
to really, you know, put the icing on the cake of this very emotionally intelligent episode, we're gonna bake banana bread. Why are we baking banana bread, Eddie?
Because I made banana bread in the video.
For the first time
No, no,
ever.
wait, but I'm curious. Why did you make banana bread in your high EQ video?
All right, you really want to know?
Yeah.
She used to make me banana bread all the time.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute. You should have led with that.
Also gay.
Banana bread is a man's flowers.
Yeah. I seen that trend online. That's why I thought you did it. Have you seen that?
I have
What's the
seen that
equivalent to buying flowers for a man?
No, I've seen that trend.
Yeah. And then they're like, banana bread. I'm like, no, it's not. You know
Yeah.
what it is?
Head.
Yeah, legit, like straight up, it's head. Like it is unfortunately true.
Dude,
All
any man
right.
would. But yeah, fourth wall. Watch us make banana bread without a recipe.
Oh wait, without a recipe.
Yes,
That's
Hey,
the
we got
point.
this expert here.
No,
so.
he's the judge. He's gonna watch us make it and laugh at us.
I'm not gonna laugh. I think I should just direct you guys how to do it, because otherwise you're gonna make some mush.
What's up, fourth wall? Today we're making performative banana bread, taught by our favorite performative man. If you don't have overly ripe bananas, you gotta bake them a bit.
And it looks gross. It looks really black, but when you strip it down, it's actually like a perfectly ripe banana. Apparently.
Butter, softened.
How much you think?
Hella. Light brown sugar, we need that in there. Hella.
We're just pouring. We're free pouring.
That's the point of this shit. What is this, baking soda?
And baking powder as well. But baking soda is strong. Oh my fucking god.
Open the garbage, open the garbage. Guys, I'm a baker. Businessman, busy, money waiting, half time, more temperature.
We don't even have to measure or anything. Like this
Fuck
is
that. Yeah, this is
maximum efficiency banana
quick
bread.
money making banana bread. This is the banana bread I'm selling at my cafe. Now we gotta let it cool for how long?
10 minutes. No,
Come on.
That's-
That's fucking banana bread,
that's
dog.
solid.
You know this? I had a extremely ripe banana sitting there for the banana bread, and Ian came over and just ate it.
Yeah, I looked over and I'm like, bro, those are not ripe bananas. Like,
Yeah.
No,
I bought those for me to eat, and then there was an extremely ripe banana sitting there that I was leaving for that purpose.
No, it's chill. It's chill. I looked it up. You can ripen bananas in the oven.
it's not the same.
It's not the same. As if we're gonna make a perfect banana bread otherwise, without a recipe.
All right, let's go.
Eddie,
Do you guys even have
beat his
hold
ass?
on,
Eddie.
hold on. Do you have a bread pan?
Nope.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, you guys got a bread pan? He's like, nah.
I think it'd be funny if we improvise.
I have like a bake safe tray.
I'm gonna make banana pie.
Banana cake.
Yeah, like just like it'll look like bread.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty.